Good afternoon. I want to say, and it won't mean anything to you unless you've just seen the pre-message. I want to say, good afternoon, hobby horse fans. And then after that statement, you could just be speechless. You could just say nothing. Nelda, good afternoon. Good to have you. I'm not too sure if you've seen the pre-message. Odile, you've seen the pre-message. Miss Pete, have you seen it? I'm not too sure. Buddy, have you? I just... Happy afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy hobby horse fans. Now, I've looked at that video a few times and I'm thinking this must be... It must be a setup. I'm thinking it has to be a setup, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I don't know. If it was April, I would never believe it. Until there's one thing about that video that makes me think, no, this is real. Actually, so there's all the hobby horsing. There's all that. But there is quite an extraordinary wow moment when you see those individuals leap over Vivian. I don't know if I don't think you gallop. I think you canter and trot, Bolton, don't you? I'm not sure you can gallop around a sports hall, can you? Anyway, just to say, Chris, I'm imagining you on your steps. But did you see those girls leap over that hurdle? Now that is something. I mean, each to their own, horses for courses and all of that. But I did wonder if actually that the pinnacle of that event is that hurdle. Deal. Yes. Oh my goodness. And I don't even know how I stumbled on that today. I don't know, but it really took my imagination by storm. Because when you just take your eye off what's going on around, so you've got the main event going on, and then you've got the audience, and they're sat with the hobby horses. It's real. It's a real thing. I need to look more into it. Anyway, I was thinking how I could do some kind of hobby horse movement snack, but then I thought, wow, the most amazing thing. I'm gonna stay on this because it's wowed my brain today. Doris, when you look at the height of the hurdle, the jump that some of those girls do from a standing start on a hard floor is remarkable. It's incredible. So as much as I'm laughing and kind of scoffing about at it, actually what just happened in that leap, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. And I'm wondering, it made me wonder when I watched it back, because they keep hold of the hobby horse, and I'm thinking there must be some stringent rules about hurdling with a hobby horse, because not only do they leap, they leap, oh my goodness, easy kind of 4 and a bit foot. They've still got the hobby horse intact. It's incredible. I need to have a look. It's mind-boggling. Oh dear, exactly that. Exactly that. Right, anyway, strange things happening on Connect. What's going on, Bridget? And Bridget, I was trying to understand your message. Do you have a hobby horse story? I mean, I could say at this moment. Got distracted. You have. Do you have a personal story, Bridget, about hobby horse? Hobby horsing events? Name rules. Hang on a minute. Right, let's get some kind of order around here. Let me have a slurp. Training for Miranda. Yes. My brain also went into that video. It wasn't a hobby horse video. Do you remember the one that French and Saunders did on the ponies? That was something else as well. Anyway, Calm thoughts. Push aside hobby horse thoughts and let's get into the 4 p.m. stretch and sway. If you are new in, oh my goodness, you really did, Bridget. I need to get on. I need to get on with this movement slack. But then I want to hear that. I want to hear that. If you're new in, I want to say hello to Pat. If Pat's watching this on catch up, hello Pat, good to have you. And if Rose is in, if Rose is getting this on catch up, hello Rose. Come on, new movement snack mates. We the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Anyway. Bridget, don't. I need to get a grip. Come on, I need to get a grip. Wait. Let's move me poufet. Right. And okay, here's the terms and conditions. Plainage. I'm in bare feet. Ignore the fact that I'm in bare feet. It's just how I prefer to be. Wear the right footage for you. Trying to find some external support amongst the wreckage. This will do. I've got a fixed firm external support if you should need it. If you don't want it, don't use it. You know what to do. Some set boost to start. Weight even across both feet. They don't have to be bare feet. Start steady. Stay steady, innit? That's the drill. That's the mantra. Decide if you want a fingertip touch somewhere. Turn to face. Maybe fingertips here, or maybe a bit of attic wall might work for you. Walls are actually great for support because they're universal. You can just put them whence you want them. Keep the knees low, ankles, feet and toes on the logo. Get some extra toe hinges in there. And then you might want to add in the extra moving parts. Oh my goodness. A Polly Pocket went a flying then. There's your arms and legs together. Or you might want to take top ends separately. So get your balance. That essentially means taking a wider base, bit of knee bend. That will give you better balance as you then move and turn and rotate through the trunk, get shoulders moving. The shoulder movement is from the shoulder, funnily enough, not from lanky long elbows. So be specific, folks. The more specific you are, the more specific the gains, the benefits, the outcomes. There you go. Carry on, stander uppers. Here's your seated options if you'd like. If you're in a sofa, you're going to need to work much harder to hip walk forward, hip walk forward, hip walk forward. Into active sit. You might not be in a sofa, of course. Maybe top end, one arm, two arm, maybe a diagonal. It's just a flurry of movement, purposeful movement. Arms and legs around your supporting parts. Pick and choose what your combination is. There's your legs, hingy at the feet. Keep it on the go low. The sofas tend to be a bit lower, don't they? That does mean you might feel a bit squashed and crunched in this area here. So that's why, one of the reasons why we suggest use your feet the most. That means there'll be less work coming from the muscles in the front of the hip, more work, beneficially so, coming from ankles, feet and toes. That's it. That's your summary of Circ Boost. Ready for sway? Now, this is where we've got to thus far. No legs to begin with, so top end only. Sit or stand is the same. This is where the legs are at so far. Ready, steady. Lift and extend. So get all this stuff intact and working. Excuse me, got something in my eye. Wait. Went like this. Slow, palms face the body. Elbows tucked in. So you almost pivot. You do pivot around the elbows. Then it's palms up. And then with that palms up comes that extra squeezability around the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And then the elbows lead and the palms are down, kind of like this. It can go low as high as you want, and then bring the hands together and kind of press down. As you press down, stand taller. All that again, smoothly smooth, without so many words from me. There's your elbow pivot. There's the upper back squeeze. Here comes your shoulder raise, bigger circle, more range of motion, and then the press down. That's the arm movement. Legs have an option. You could go for a steady swish to the side, so it might be just a weight shift. Each time there's a movement from the upper limbs, you add a movement from the legs. That might work for you. There's another option on the legs if you'd like. Now this next option does require you to pick one leg up and forward, so you might want to rehearse that first. Get your adjustable feet just kind of ready for action. So and a confident forward step, a return and a knee bend. Just put in a few of those as rehearsals. And then with the arms and legs together, it could go, check your hip width folks, not too wide. Harder to take a step if the legs are wider. There's the knee bend and return. Here's the forward step. So it's like a functional reach, step and present your arms. Now here's the bend. It comes up with the arms, it comes down with the arms, and then presses tall as you press away. That might feel a bit counterintuitive there. Let me do that again one more time. Bend and elbows, step and present your arms, back to base. Now bend, so the body rises with the arms, it comes down with the body, and then the arms carry down and the body comes up. Okay, that's how far we got. And it's the same in sit. Your seated options for sway, take the feet slightly wider if you want to swoosh swoosh left to right, or one foot slightly forward, and then you could take a weight shift forwards and back. All of that with the arms as well. It's exactly the same. You'll just need to adjust the positioning of the arms a little bit more to take account of your body, your legs. I've got one slight shift change if you want it, and it involves the presenting the arms and the forward step. It brings in the Zorro step. So at the point that you present the arms, instead of stepping forward, it's our friend the Zorro. So here you go, all the way through. Could look like this. Bend palms towards you. Here's the step. Zorro step this time. Back to base. There's the bend. The arms follow the direction of the body until at the end when you press down and press up. One more time. One more time if you fancy. I'm going to do it on the other leg this time. I'm right leg dominant. Plus, I've got a table here, so that's kind of blocking my intention to move over there. But if I give my leg a tap and go this one, this one, this one, it'll remind me to move it. Just give it a whirl. Let's see if I remember. Here we go. A bend. Palms in, palms out. Zorro step. I did remember there. Heel strike, squeeze, back to base. Bend with the body, and then as the arms come down and the body comes down, you press up taller. Felt the urge to put a heel raise in there, and I'm feeling all hobby horse. Scouring round the attic to see what could I use as a hobby horse. I just remembered I've got a broom in the bathroom. Anyway, don't go there. Don't make me go there. Are we ready for the stretchier positions? Chest stretch, sit or stand. Here we go. There's your stretch. And release. And you might want to take a full-on slump. Feel the slump into active sit, into that stretch, stretch, stretch. Press the shoulders down on this, folks. If I come a bit closer so you can see. To press the shoulders down as you take the press. Squeeze. There's the stretch. Stretching all the muscles in the front of your chest. Do maintain your usual breathing. And then relax and release after each time. So it might go in and out. Here we go. I do want a bit of a slurp. Do you mind if I have a slurp? Oh, what's going on there? Ready for shoulders? Keep the head still then. Keep your neck long. I say long, you know, as long as it always is. and then just take a reach behind. So keep this moving, a couple of shoulder movements to see what your range of motion is today. And then basically that's preparation, a bit closer, for your stretch. There's the stretch. Aiming to keep the shoulders down, head still, slowly in, slowly out. All the slowness is what we're after here. Slowly in, slowly out. As if you're trying to get a scratch down the back there. All of these movements can greatly help and contribute to your successes in hobby horse events, but most importantly, all events of daily life. If you don't know what I'm talking about, folks, have a look at you need to go back and look at the pre-message. So there's the back of arm stretch, and we can go into the upper side stretch on there, so you get kind of a double whammy. So you might want to just move from one to the next. So there's the stretch for the back of the arm, and then you might want to have a breath and then keeping the arms slightly in front of the body there. There's the reach, and there's a bit of a bend. It's more about a vertical reach than a bend over. What I mean by that is, if I take up some support, here's your standing option, there, and there it is there. It's just kind of a bit of an extra reach, literally as if you're reaching to a higher level. That is exactly what we're trying to do or maintain with that movement. Here's some options if you'd like to try it in sit position. Reaching the arms above the head and stretching may also challenge the balance. So if you prefer, have a sit, and then you can get as much from that range of motion in sit. Explore that feeling of stretch without any concerns for balance. There is definite value in rehearsing and practicing stuff in sit. If you're up on your feet already in the day, maintaining timing legs and progressing those standing activities is really getting you on a better path for improvement. There you go. There's your upper side stretch, and slowly down. One more option if you like it. Bend arm position. There. Higher you go, the more feeling of stretch. And actually, if your shoulders aren't comfortable at all, just feeling that stretch on the bend. Just kind of lift and shift out of the hips. Ready for legs? Here's your leg ones, if you would like. When you're in soft, squidgy chairs, it's kind of easier to slump. It's easier to bend in the middle. So take your time to come into a more lifted position. There's the leg. There's the leg. Bend the knee a little bit, and then focus on keeping the length here. So this bit stays lifted, and it hinges. Look, there's the hinge, and as you hinge, you'll feel the stretch round about here. Not looking to bend or fold in the middle. Trying to find all the words to kind of suggest what I'm doing here. So there's the hinge. That's the feeling of stretch. Slowly in, slowly out. All of these stretchier positions, best done slowly so you can really feel where everything is. Take, squeeze and stretch. I don't know if you can see here, my foot is switched off. I haven't got my toes flexed back, so relax the foot. That will allow more stretch around the back of the thighs. There you go. Goes without saying that one particularly is going to help with all your bendy, reaching to lower level kind of stuff, but also your stride length. Calf stretch to finish. Change your position so you can see. There's my leg. There's my leg. There's the foot. So the calf stretch, getting this feeling of stretch on the back of the lower leg. Here is the foot position there. Look, foot comes back, press the heel forward. So it's just the foot that's moving here. As the foot comes back, there, you're going to get that feeling of stretch. There, same on the other leg. Good, good. And if you are confident and happy to be in stand, take up some external support, remove the balance challenge, and then you can rehearse your back step and your heel down. Now just to reinforce again, I'm in bare feet just because it's comfortable for me. Not suggesting necessarily comfortable for you. There'll be reasons why it might not be a good idea to do it in your bare feet, but you know, I am in the attic, and there we go. So ball of foot, plant the heels down. There's the feeling of stretch in the front of the hip here, and down. Can you see that my feet are forwards? Feet forwards, knees, hips. If you have a glance back, or you feel that that foot is slightly turned out, you're going to lose that feeling of calf stretch. So start small, small step, and really have toes forward, plant the heel down. If that feels good, go back a little bit more, slow and control, press the heel down, and get the feeling of stretch here. Same on the other leg, of course, same on the other leg, there. And using the support in a position that's right for you. Bit low there, isn't it? At a table height or a kitchen surface, something like that. So remove the balance challenge so that you can feel comfortable and confident in that stretch position. Can't resist. Can't resist. Right, that's it, Hobby Horse fans. I can see some new names that I cannot pronounce. I think I'm going to say good afternoon Greece, maybe. I'm thinking maybe you are a friend or colleague of Vasiliki. Don't know. Help me out. Right, that's it, folks. Enjoy the evening. Go back and watch the Hobby Horse video. I defy you not to be amazed by it. All right, Gillian with a G. Hey, Gillian with a G. Gillian with a G up. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to go too far. I'm getting too excited. I'm going to go too far. Okay, let's go. Crikey, it's Saturday tomorrow. Don't know how that happened. I think that means we're all back in the mix. I'll have to check in with the troops, see what's going on. So I think that means I'll see you around about 4 o'clock tomorrow. If not before, who knows? Anything goes. Good afternoon, folks. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.